Welcome back to the channel. Today we're gonna be taking this exhaust off of this 250F. It's my sister's, and stripping the bike down to get it just maintained. It needs a lot of bearings and stuff. This is how far I got. I got her bike torn down, the engine plugged and washed, and it's came out pretty good. It's still gonna need hand scrubbing. I'm gonna take everything off and clean it for her and get this thing looking dialed. But yeah, I just want to give you guys a starting point. I just quickly tore it apart, cleaned it. Okay, so this is my initial step breakdown. I basically just took off the shock and all the linkage and the whole rear end. Have it all laying out, and when I take a bike apart, I always look at, your chain guide. How worn is it? My sister's is in great condition. Also, you need to look at your swing arm here. Make sure it's not grooved that too deep on your guard and getting into your swing arm. Careful. I gotta clean these linkage bearings. I think the lower shock needs to be replaced, but the other ones, they all feel good. So I'm gonna take them apart and clean them and make sure. Same with her swing arm, they feel good. Okay, this is how far I got on the front end now. It's all disassembled. I have this funny contraption here of a broom that's zip tied to my frame just so I can hold the handlebars up. And then a jack handle just sits up underneath the frame real nice and holds it up. But yeah, I basically have it fully disassembled as far as I'm going to go. And I just need to wipe down and clean everything and then do her bearings and make sure that the bike is ready to go for the season. Guys, this is basically what I do for bearings. Her wishbone here is in perfect condition. So I'm just going to go through and clean them up and then lube them back up with some fresh high temp grease. It works really good. And then I'm going to do her 3-piece linkage, and then I'll start working on her swing arm. But basically I pull this out, and then I'll use paper towel in here and clean all the rollers, and then I'll put some fresh grease in, put some fresh grease on the shaft. You can put it right back on the bike, and it will be good for quite a few more hours. They're in really good condition, and if you keep up on the maintenance and keep them greased and clean, they'll last you a very long time. So okay guys, I got the wishbone bearings done, all greased up. I actually was wrong about the lower shock bearing. It's not bad, actually in good condition. Just needs to be cleaned up. I think there's just a little bit of extra grease in there. Like even when I push this out, it's a little stiff, but there's no rust or anything in there. But yeah, so I'm gonna wipe them all down, grease them back up, and put them back together. I just finished the swing arm bearings. They were in really good shape. I just pulled them apart, cleaned them, and again, high temp grease. And it's basically ready to go back on the bike. Now I'm gonna do the steering bearings real quick. Here we go, all greased up. My dad has this tool. Internally in here, there's a little like plunger thing that pushes down and presses grease into the bottom of these kind of bearings, so it fills the whole bearing with grease. And then this one I just did by hand by packing it down, and it takes a while, but it's what you got to do in order to get it greased. Okay guys, this is as far as I got. I know I didn't record putting it back together. I was just trying to get it done. I'm still waiting for a couple parts, like her rear brake pedal. I need these new bearings here. They're shot on hers. I went through the whole bike, lubed up steering stem, cleaned everything by hand, scrubbed everything. There's still a couple things like brake fluid I want to change in the brake fluid in the clutch, and just give it a good once over again. Okay guys, here it is. My sister's 2019 KTM 250 SXF is finally done. greased all the bearings, went through all the harness, replaced some bad parts of the harness, like her lights up front. Up here are brand new because her one wire was ripped out. Just kind of went through and made sure it was good to go, cleaned everything, greased everything that I could even think about doing, her levers, brand new brake pedal bearings, brand new wheel bearings. Suspension was just serviced, so I didn't have to do that. And yeah, I just kind of went over the whole bike, cleaned it up, scrubbed everything, and just got it ready for the season for her. And my only payment was we traded pipes. This is a stock pipe with a carbon guard on it. And in exchange for me doing all the work and buying the parts, she gave me her FMF, her full system. So, okay guys, so that's the end of the video. If you like this video, you want to see more, I'll go in more in depth when I'm doing some work in the future. It's just kind of, I was in a rush this week. So I was out of town for some of it, and I just didn't have enough time to kind of record everything while I did it. But yeah, if you liked it, please subscribe, follow. Let me know in the comments what you'd like to see. Maybe go over some more details in case I didn't go over what you wanted to know in the video. Just let me know. I'm really trying to grow, produce some more videos. Pretty soon I'm going to be doing a video on different motor mounts and different triple clamps and titanium bolts on my race bike. So stay tuned for that, and I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.